Anyways, welcome to Staring at Hot Wheels. My name is Seth.
My name's Adam.
My name is Seth.
Welcome back to the show.
Welcome to the show. Yeah, it's been a bit. We apologize.
It's been a bit. We're sorry. But we're not going to spend too much time on that. We're going to keep going.
Yeah, we're going to keep going.
Yeah. People have lives.
Yeah. It was the summer.
It was the summer.
We took a break.
We didn't try to. But
No.
Anyways. Yeah, hey Seth.
What's up?
I have a question for you.
What's that?
Do you want to do a 10-minute one-shot?
Yes, I do.
Cool.
Yeah.
Let me pull out my phone.
Cool.
Because I got this thing on it called a timer, and I can set it to 10 minutes, and then it'll tell me when the 10 minutes is up. Hold on. There it is. Okay. Are you ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1. The name of this 10-minute one-shot is Tongue-in-Cheek. So, Seth, in the lands of Faerun, dentistry is a barbaric and not exact practice, mostly consisting of hitting people in the face with rocks until the tooth falls out and the pain subsides with a tankard of ale.
Yeah.
But you, Seth, your character, has revolutionized and modernized the practice of dentistry. You have a whole scientific-looking building dedicated to giving people the best care for their teeth.
Yeah.
Why? I don't know. Up for you to decide. But, Seth, what is your character's name and race?
I'm Jack Hamilton, a dwarf.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
So, why does Jack Hamilton have such a desire for helping people with their teeth?
He does it all for the money.
Oh.
Yeah. He saw a market where people were getting hit in the face with rocks, and some of them were dying, and so he's losing.
Okay.
People are losing business.
He saw a need, and he filled it.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
But he doesn't care about the patients.
Okay.
He cares about the money.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
What's the name of your practice?
Hamilton and Son.
You have a son?
No.
Okay. So you are at your practice, and you're currently working on a patient. You're just finishing up a very minor cavity fill.
Yeah.
On a high elf, and you're just finishing up. So there you go.
Is my tools in his mouth?
Yeah.
It's the perfect time for a dentist to talk to someone. So, what do you do for work? Oh, that's interesting. What do you do for fun? Oh. This is going to sting a second.
Okay.
Well, and there. You're all done now.
Thank you, doctor. Feels much better already.
Yeah, just ignore the slight blood taste, and it'll be fine.
Okay, yeah. Much better than a rock.
Yeah. Yes.
For sure.
Yes.
Where do I just pay at the front desk?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Thank you. So you're finishing up in your room, sanitizing your hands or whatever, and all of a sudden your assistant, a goblin named Lisa, walks in and goes,
Mr. Hamilton?
Yes.
May I speak to you in the hallway?
Yeah.
And you kind of shuffle out in the hallway. She turns around and she kind of almost fearfully grabs onto your doctor's coat and kind of looks around and goes,
Sir, a patient came in, a younger human adventurer. He was fighting some cultists, and they hit him in the mouth with a spell, and it's
and she starts to cry a little bit.
It's horrible, sir. It's like nothing I've ever seen before.
Do his teeth look atrocious?
No, the teeth are fine, white and sparkly. The problem is that
And she looks around again.
they've become sentient, sir.
Oh, my brother warned me about this.
You have a brother?
Yes.
Oh.
Nick.
Nick Hamilton.
Yes.
Hey, shut up.
What?
That's someone, right?
No,
Okay, never mind.
I don't think
You
so.
keep talking.
Yes, my brother warned me about this. Bring him in right now.
He's in. He's in the chair down the hall to the right.
What? Okay.
I mean, we were not gonna treat him.
No, I was gonna treat him in the special room here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll move him to the special
All
room.
right, perfect.
He's in the special room.
All right, perfect. I imagine the special room has some like weapons on the wall.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So yeah, I think you do the normal like.
Come in. And,
Hi. What was your name?
Dan.
Dan. Go ahead and sit down for me.
I'm already sitting down.
Oh, okay. It
in
looked
the
like you were
chair.
standing.
No.
And
this guy is like sweating in the head, and he's just like, you can tell he's in pain, and just like,
yeah.
Actually, can you roll me a perception check?
Yeah. It's a 10.
Yeah, so pretty easy check, but actually over the sound of his voice, you can kind of listen in and you hear that a bunch of little tiny voices from somewhere in the
Each
room.
tooth is sentient?
Yeah, a bunch of little tiny voices, and it's like, and they're bickering and
Okay. Yeah, we're gonna head and lay you back here.
okay.
It's lowering like
yeah.
one at a
He's
time.
pumping the chair back.
Yeah. And there's like a lantern that kind of can be like drawn down that I
love
light.
that. I love that. Maybe with a little like sun disc on it
Yeah.
to focus it.
Yeah. And I'm like looking into his mouth.
Okay, he opens his mouth. Can you roll me a dexterity saving throw?
19.
Yeah, so you open his mouth, all of a sudden he's like, "Phew," and you dodge out of the way as a little tiny arrow flies past your head. And you look at his mouth, and like one of his left incisor has little white arms and has like a little tiny bow and arrow, and just launched an arrow at you as you open his mouth, and you can actually see on like his inner lip there's a bunch of arrows lodged there in his lip, and all these teeth are kind of shaking around, moving. They don't have eyes or mouths. But they're kind of emanating with arcanic energy, and they'll have little tiny white arms. Like the back two molars are like punching each other. Like they're all like bickering, and like some have like little tiny daggers. Again, the one of them has a bow and arrow.
Yeah.
Other one is like has a little frying pan, and he's like cooking inside of the guy's mouth. A little tiny camp stove. Just utter chaos inside this guy's mouth.
Yeah. I want to take like a flask
Okay.
and just like dump a bunch of water into his mouth and have him swish it around.
Okay.
Yeah.
He does that, and you just hear like.
Keep swishing it. Keep swishing it. All right, spit it out into this pan. Do all the weapons and stuff. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, perfect.
Yes, they do. And then the front, I don't know what they're called. Like the front tooth, front top tooth, like it happens, and the guy opens his mouth again. He goes, "Hey, ugly, what's the big idea?"
Now you can't injure this man.
We already have.
I know. You can't injure him anymore.
Why?
Because this is his body.
Well, we are his body.
I know.
Part of it. Now.
Can I... I imagine I'm a smart man.
Yeah,
I'm a dentist,
for
right?
sure.
I probably have some magical abilities of some sort.
I would assume so for like dentistry and Faerun, yes.
I want to like do like hold person
Okay.
on the teeth.
Yeah, you can cast hold person.
Yeah. So they just like stop
Yeah,
jittering
they
around.
stop moving and jittering around.
Yeah. And did they say anything in response?
They're kind of like angrily like throwing insults at you.
Okay. Can I like investigate the rest of his teeth while they're just like being held persons to see if he has any cavities?
Yeah, sure. You also have 1 minute.
Yeah, I know. I have the timer going too. I guess 16.
He has a couple cavities. Yeah.
I'm gonna like attempt to fill them just to see if that's causing it.
It's not.
It's not. Okay, never mind.
I think your nurse said he got hit in the mouth with a spell.
Yeah. Shoot, I don't know on this one. Well, sir, the best idea I have is we just ripped them all out.
Oh. Do you have a rock?
No, we have surgical equipment.
Oh.
What-
Yeah. Can you give me like fake teeth or something?
Yeah, we can give you
Oh.
wooden teeth.
Well, I feel like the situation was like a lot more simple than we previously imagined.
Yeah, well, just held them in place, and they're not going to move while you're in surgery.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
And so the situation was resolved.
What was your idea behind that puzzle?
I don't know, man. I was going with it.
That was good. I like that one.
Thank you.
That was a fun one, just of like getting to kind of think about how this dentist office in Faerun would work.
Mm-hmm. I love the lantern. That was the light.
They always pull over in dentist offices. They always pull over that stupid light, and it just blinds you.
Yeah.
I hate it. It's
not fun.
no. What's your least favorite part about the dentist?
All of it.
All of it? You don't like the dentist at all?
I don't like. I like to eat, right?
Yeah.
I like to eat unhindered, and like as much as I'd like, right? And so like, just them going in and like being like, all right, we did this thing. Don't eat for an hour.
Yeah.
Makes me mad.
My old dentist office, not the one I go to anymore. The last like few years I went there, they went to a new type of fluoride where you could eat immediately after.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Where do you go?
I go to Bippin's
Oh, okay.
downtown now. I used to go to Johnson, which is up near Bimart.
Okay.
But they have, the best way to describe it is they have crappy billing practices. So I stopped going there.
That's not good.
No.
I go to Tibetan.
Tibetan?
Yeah.
They good?
I think they're really good.
Is that the one that your dentist is like a total nerd?
Yeah, dude. Like he sat me down and he was like getting to know me a little bit because it was my first time there.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, "So what are your hobbies?" And I was like, "Oh, and like I have like, I guess to like the Christian world and to like actually a lot of the secular world, like intriguing hobbies, like different hobbies." And I was like, like tabletop games and stuff like that. Oh, do you paint minis? I was like, and like just like, do you paint minis is such like a nerd coded thing to say.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, yeah, I do. Yeah. He's like, yeah, dude, I love Warhammer. He's like, I have this army. They're really fun to paint. I was like, oh, cool. I have Tyranids. He's like, oh yeah, dude, Tyranids are sick. And I was like, yeah, thanks. And he was like, all right, cool. Let's get into my other hobby. And starts pointing at the pictures of my teeth. And I was like,
Adam might be the worst person to have that be told to him because I can only imagine what you like, how you were actually acting of like, oh, cool. It's like you don't really want the conversation to continue, but you do find it actually cool.
yeah, I just like imagine because I don't remember what army he said, but it was just one of like a basic one,
I think you told me. I think it was like White Scars or something like that.
It was not White Scars.
It was not White Scars.
I think it was one of the alien ones.
Oh, okay.
But I can just imagine if he was like, yeah, I have Custodes, and I'd just be like, ugh.
I have Necrons.
Custodes.
Oh.
Not another one.
Hey, Adam,
Yes, sir.
do you want to see what the Hot Wheel of the Week is?
Dude, I haven't seen what the Hot Wheel of the Week is for a lot of weeks.
The Hot Wheel of the Week this week is a very special one from the HW Exotic series from
Okay.
2023.
Okay.
It is a 1992 Dodge Viper R10
Ooh.
RT10.
Nice.
It's a red. Some quick facts about the Dodge Viper from 1992. Do you want to guess how much they are worth right now on the open market?
How much?
$51,000.
Wow.
Yeah. They had 400 horsepower, 8-liter V10 engine. They were made by Dodge, obviously. And they were originally classed to be like a supercar. Kind of like
Interesting.
kind of like a, what's their word? Like you could interchange that for like a Ferrari.
Okay.
That was the idea. It was a Ferrari for American markets, basically.
Gotcha.
And was it as good as a Ferrari? No, but when you drive something as fancy as that, do you really care?
Nope.
No, you don't. So, yeah,
Very cool.
that's all with the week.
Nice.
So Adam, I told you when you got to my house here that I had some pretty good ideas for the.
Uh-huh.
So, I figured the idea for the podcast this week would just to be, just let me be stupid for a while.
What do you mean?
So what I figured is I would just spout some things, like I'd give an idea, and then you and I run off of that for a minute, and then I'll say something stupid else,
Okay.
and then we'll run on that for a minute.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm down.
So what I had first,
I mean, but can the caveat be that the title of the podcast is Seth is stupid this
100%. The podcast thinks that's a stupid this week.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the first thing I had, right?
Do you have notes?
Kind of.
Okay.
They're in my head.
Okay.
Because what happens is I'm at work in front of a computer all day long, and while I'm inputting work order numbers and stuff like that, you just start thinking about things. Like today, I sent you guys the text message of you can sign up for AARP at any point in your life.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. I looked it up. I looked up what the benefits were. You get, if your Target has an optical center, you get discounts there and stuff like that. You get $20 off your Disneyland tickets. Jamba has some discounts.
Oh.
There was other stuff. But anyways, the first thing I had to bring up to you is a conspiracy theory that I have.
All right.
And this is a legitimate thing that for the time I'm willing to be disproven.
Okay.
I don't think that there are pigeons in Alaska.
Okay.
I think it's too cold for them to be there. And also, off of that, I don't think that certain parts of Canada and Russia have pigeons either.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, there's like that town in Russia that never goes above like 0 degrees.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
No
I
pigeons
can't,
there.
I can't imagine that there would be pigeons there.
Yeah. But, like, no one, including my wife, has been able to show me distinct evidence that pigeons are in Alaska.
What brought this on?
This has been years of thinking, because Haley brought up to me that every U.S. state has pigeons in it, or rock doves,
Okay.
and 6
So-
out of 7 continents have pigeons as well.
I think my next question to you
Yeah.
is what do you consider a pigeon?
A rock dove.
Okay. Because so I just Googled are there pigeons in Alaska?
Yeah.
And it said yes, there are pigeons in Alaska. The common rock pigeon, also known as the rock dove, is found throughout North America, including Alaska.
So that's the thing, right? Is they say that online, but you look for a photo.
They.
You look for a photo of a pigeon in Alaska, you can't find it.
Okay.
And no one, I tell you, no one has been able to show me a picture of a pigeon in Alaska. The only way that I think I can disprove this is if I go to Alaska and see one there, which I don't think there'll be one there.
So Haley is showing me some very advanced looking bird website that you can look at bird sightings in specific states.
But that's
And
not
she-
showing a picture, Haley.
It's showing about 30 pictures.
We don't know that's Alaska.
She chose.
They are just putting the pictures up online.
Seth, if you're gonna keep saying they,
The government.
what reason would they have for us to think that there are pigeons in Alaska?
We don't know that's Alaska, Haley. That looks like Wenatchee. She's just showing me a bunch of pictures.
You know what's
that this looks like rain. That looks like Rainier.
You know what's infuriating about this?
What's that?
Is like, part of me gets it. It's like, yes, like there is like no actual way to prove that the picture they took is from Alaska.
Yeah,
I mean, it's probably from Alaska.
baby. We don't know.
But Seth, couldn't you say this about anything?
Yeah.
So, do you also believe that stuff too? Like, do you have the object permanence of a baby? If I put my hand in front of my face, am I gone, Seth? Have I disappeared?
You're not understanding the concept here.
I think I am.
Is Haley showing me all these photos right now as we are recording, right this second? She keeps scrolling through this website.
I'm trying to find a landmark.
And she can't find a landmark that is specifically Alaskan.
I tried the Kenai Peninsula, but you denied it.
Because it looks like it's Rainier. We don't know that's Alaska.
I don't mean to be racist towards mountains, but don't all mountains kind of look alike?
Yeah, right? How do we know which mountain is a mountain? Don't
Right.
shake your head.
Right, but
Look at that. That looks like one of our mountains when it's snowing out.
right, but how do you know it's not a mountain in Alaska?
I don't. It's the cat thing the cat theory that people have. It's either dead or it's not.
Schrodinger's cat.
That's the one.
That is the most wild way I've ever heard someone describe the theory of Schrodinger's cat.
It's the cat thing people talk about.
Yeah. One of the greatest theories of all modern science. That thing.
What does that prove, Haley? What does that prove?
It's a business in Kenai, Old Town, Alaska, and we could probably look up other pictures. And there's so many pigeons on the ground. Somebody would have had to really be dedicated to this topic to Photoshop them all in.
There may be more Kenai Joes than just in Alaska, Haley.
Oh, really? I'm taking you up on that challenge.
This is fine. I like how Haley has kind of become our Jamie. You know how Joe Rogan has Jamie?
Yeah.
I'm only seeing one.
All right, there may only be one Kenai Joe's.
Oh,
Ah?
All right. I've been disproven.
wow.
Really?
Yeah, this one solved it for me.
Wow.
Okay, Adam and listeners. Seth and I have been together since 2022, right?
Yeah, about 3 years.
Yeah, and pretty early on in the beginning of our relationship, this discussion came about of Seth not believing there are pigeons in Alaska. I have been trying to disprove him for like 3.5 years.
Oh.
Today is finally the day. He's been saying he has to physically go to Alaska to believe that there's pigeons there, but today, finally, for some reason, he has changed his mind.
Kenai Joe's changed my mind.
Well, you
Guess we got to go to Alaska and go to Kenai Joe's and tell them the story.
I mean,
Thanks,
I want to
Kenai
go.
Joe's.
I want to go to Alaska anyways.
I want to go to Alaska
I want
too.
to go fishing.
I want to go fishing as well.
Yeah.
I had a teacher in high school, Mr. Fenn. Shout out Kevin. That dude's awesome. But he never got married, didn't have kids, anything like that. And so his summer, his like time off, is he for 3 months would go fishing in Alaska.
Wow.
He owned a cabin on a lake in Alaska, and he'd just go fish for 3 months. And I always thought to myself, that's a life. Not the not being married and not having kids part, but just like going somewhere and fishing for 3 months.
We should all go in on a cabin in Alaska.
Oh, jeez. You got big eyes from your wife.
Yeah. Or at least it's like a cabin on a lake.
Yeah. So, I don't know if you know this about me, Adam. I don't say things correctly sometimes.
I know that about you.
Okay. Maybe the listeners don't know that about me. On the drive home today from work, Haley and I were talking, and I don't remember exactly how we got to the topic, but we got to the topic of here's the topic. I asked Haley what kind of fence she would want on our future house.
Okay.
And Haley didn't have an opinion. And so we started talking about fences. And she said, what's the idea of keeping a fence? Of like, why do you have one? And I said, you either want to keep something out of the fence from getting into the fence, or you want to keep something in the fenced area from getting out of the fenced area.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And the idea I had is like, if you have a 4-year-old and you're just like outside playing in the yard with them, right?
Yeah.
You don't want them to like just start running and then run into the road.
Yeah.
So fence, keep them out.
You ever see a 4-year-old run, Seth?
Some of them are pretty quick, Adam.
Yeah, but I think you'd have to be kind of like a negligent parent to not notice that your kid's running towards the road.
But that was the other thing. Is like I was saying, once our kids get to like 6, if they go, hey, I want to go ride my bike, I'm going to go, yeah, okay. I'm not going to watch them. They're 6 years old.
Right.
Then where I was going with this is I couldn't remember what the word for what was the word I was looking for, Haley?
Describe it a little more.
The like anatomy or something like that. What was the word? Autonomy. Yeah. And I couldn't remember what the word was, so I just started spitballing some words that kind of sounded like it, like anemone, autonomy. No, that's the right word. Automaton. That was another one I said. Anatomy. And I do that a lot. I just say words sometimes that don't really mean what I think they mean because it sounds right. Do you ever do that?
Do I ever say words wrong?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But do you think they mean something that they don't actually mean?
Can't say that I do.
Okay. Maybe that's just a me thing.
Yeah, maybe.
Thanks, Aaron. Appreciate it. Like today at work, right? I'm working away. And a person they call me and they say, hey, can you get this thing done for me? And I said, yep, I'll do it in a jam.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And I hung up, and then apparently they texted a coworker of mine asking if I was okay. Because they were concerned that I was having a brain aneurysm or something. I'm not exactly sure.
I see.
Because I said, I'll have it done in a jam, which apparently was not the right thing.
Did you mean to say jiffy?
Maybe. I don't know. Like I say, I just say things sometimes. I don't really think about what they mean.
It's funny because jiffy's a peanut butter, not a jam. So.
Yeah. Yeah, but just like Haley will send you guys text messages sometimes of things I say, because they're funny.
Yeah,
And
she will.
like the most recent one that she sent me was that she sent y'all was my qualification of plants.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I remember that.
Do you remember what the qualifications are? Because I can read them to you.
You nurture it and it grows, right?
No, you must feed it. Humans must feed it. Humans must maintain it, and humans must help it grow.
Right.
Yeah.
That makes it so broad.
Yeah. That's
But-
the point. Is that like a kid is technically a plant under that classification.
Okay, but like, yeah, under your weird perverted classification, yes, a kid and then most other things that are alive are plants.
Yeah. But Adam, a tree out in a forest isn't a plant. It's a weed.
Again, under your classification, yes, a tree would be not a plant.
Yeah.
But under the people that like devoted their lives to plants, their specification is a little bit different.
Do you want to know something funny about this classification thing? One of my favorite classes that I took in high school in Running Start was botany.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think you would have learned something from that? It's like you only paid attention in botany like 3 times. And it's when the teacher was like, so plants grow, and then you phased it out. And it's like humans can sometimes own plants, and then like it phased out again. And then you left the class and you were like, I know what a plant is. Plant is human, feed it, and then it grows. Plant.
Some of these, to be fair, are just jokes.
Okay.
Like the plant one was totally a joke. I was just riffing because I thought it'd be funny.
Okay.
This next one I bring it up is not a joke. I still do this to this day.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have you ever ate soap?
Only on accident in the shower.
You've never like smelt like a cinnamon roll flavored soap and you're like, I want to try this.
No.
No, I'm not talking like bar soap though. I'm not taking like a bite out of bar soap or something.
Yeah, that would be stupid.
But I'm talking like the foamy soap or like just like liquid soap, right? And where this came about is Haley bought a new thing of soap, and I was like, man, that smells good. I wonder how it would taste. And so I just like pumped some into my hand, and I just licked it, and it tastes good because it's soap.
Yeah, the crazy thing is, I would have known that before I
But-
licked it off of.
But
hand.
Adam, the fact is maybe
Yeah, hold
it-
up your hand like you're making a point.
maybe it tastes different when you like suds it up in your hand first. And so you gotta do another test.
Okay.
It never does, but maybe one day.
Oh my gosh. So you ate soap, and then you're like, I didn't do it right. And then you foamed it up, and you ate it again.
Yeah. That's a great question, Haley. My favorite flavor of soap that I've tried so far has been a green apple one.
Hold on. Wait. Just you hold on a second. Are you telling me that whenever there's a new soap You squirt it on your hand.
Yes,
you lick
Adam.
it, and you go, hold on, gotta foam it up real quick.
Yes.
And then you taste it again.
Yes.
And you've done it more than once to the point that you know that the green apple soap tastes the best.
Yes. Yes. Least favorite. There's been a cinnamon roll one that was at Adam and Aaron's one time, and I
You
didn't like
did
that.
it at my house. You do it at other people's houses?
Yeah.
You walk into someone's bathroom to go to the bathroom. You go to wash your hands, look at their soap, and go, gotta try this one.
Maybe it wasn't your guys' house. It was one of our friends' houses. But I have tried your guys' soap before.
I just have an image in my head of you
I
like in
can't-
people's bathroom going, no.
I haven't tried the one at your guys' house currently right now.
I kind of want to lock it down now. Seth, you can't consume that much soap.
It's a simple, like, barely a lick. Like, barely lick.
I don't care. Oh, thank you.
The ones that you think would taste good never taste good. But do you want to know something funny about the green apple one that I brought up earlier? Is it didn't taste as good once I sudsed it up.
You shouldn't know that. You shouldn't know that. That is not knowledge that you should have.
I don't think it's done any, like, brain damage.
Okay. Do you think you've done it because you have brain damage?
No. I think I'm just autistic.
All right. All right, Seth. What's your next stupid thing? Because I don't think you can top that.
So I've gotten about 8 concussions in my life.
I can tell.
Thanks. And Haley and I were talking about this the other day, about how I'm relatively, when I want to be, I can be a smart person.
Okay.
I don't want to be, though. Which is where the soap eating comes from.
So, the soap eating is kind of like a thing you do intentionally to dumb yourself down.
No. It's
You're
just like
you're like physically nerfing yourself.
no, it's just like I'm like 5 of 7 days out of the week, I'm up here because I'm at work, right? So on the weekends, I don't want to be up here anymore. I want to be down here.
Okay.
And so you kind of dumb your brain down a little bit.
You know what other people do for that?
What's that?
They take a deep breath and sit on the couch, Seth.
Well, I do that too.
That should be it.
But so like, where was it? Oh, going back to concussion, right? Is Haley and I are talking about this. We don't really want our kids to have concussions, if we can help it.
I would hope.
If we
Yeah.
can help it. Like, if we have boys, it's pretty destined they're going to have at least one concussion. Because they're boys.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you've had a concussion, I'm sure.
Nope.
Okay, never mind. But, like, the first concussion I ever had, I can't tell you what led up to it. But the 6th one, I know every detail. Isn't that weird?
What about the 4 and 5? The 5 in between that.
Well, like, they're all kind of blurry. But, like, I have memories of everything that happened before and about 5 minutes after. But the 6th one, I remember every detail.
Okay.
But the first one, I have no memory besides what other people have told me, which was that I got hit with a dodgeball so hard that I fell backwards and got a concussion.
How old were you?
13?
Okay, yeah, you should remember that.
How old did you want me to be?
I
What
don't
was?
know. I was gonna be like, okay, if he's telling me all this, it turns out he was like 2, like before his like conscious like memory even started to function.
Mm.
Then I was about to be really pissed off.
I may have gotten a concussion before I was 13. There's a story where my dad, he was swinging me in like my car seat. It's something he used to do all the time when I was like a baby. This is from my dad's perspective. And apparently he didn't latch me in good enough. And so that way when he swung me, I flew out of the car seat and hit a wall.
No. What?
Yeah.
This is where it all started. Mr. Gamble, if you're listening to this,
He's not.
I blame you.
What do you mean blame him?
Just this conversation
Oh, okay.
that I'm going through right now.
This whole hour that you've gone through so far?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're only at 45 minutes.
Well, you know, Seth, I've done some stupid things.
Yeah? Do you want to get into some of it?
Yeah, I have 2.
All right.
2 real big ones.
Yeah.
So, the first one is like, it's stupid because I don't know why I did it, but it turned out to be pretty funny.
Okay. Yeah.
So, I grew up an hour from here.
Mm.
I used to live a very tumultuous life
Yeah.
before I gave my life to Christ,
Mhm.
you know? And we were having a party at the house that I rented with some roommates, right?
Yeah.
All my friends were over there. And my parents moved away after high school to pursue a different job for my dad in Oklahoma.
Yeah.
So they were really far away, and so none of my friends that I had made after high school like had met my parents. And we were in the kitchen, and like we were just standing around, and one of my friends, Johnny, was like, "Hey, Adam, I've never met your parents. Like, what are they like?" And like in that split second before I answered to him, I just got a little thought in my head, a little sparkle in my head, you know.
They're dead.
No,
Oh, okay.
no, that would have been funny. I was like, what if I said this?
Okay.
And so I said it.
Yeah.
I went, "Oh, you don't know?" He was like, "What?" I was like, "I was actually adopted." And he was like, "Really?" And I was like, "Yeah. I was adopted by an older Asian couple." And Johnny went, "No way." And here's what made this like work is my friend Sam was there,
Yeah.
and I actually went to school with Sam since middle school. Right?
And so he's met your parents.
No.
Oh, okay.
Sam's a girl, but
Oh, okay.
but I turned to Sam and I went, "Right, Sam?" And Sam looked at me dead in the eyes for a solid like 3 seconds and went, "Yep." And he's like, "No way. So like, did they speak like Chinese?" And I was like, "They spoke Chinese, but they didn't want me to learn Chinese so I'd fit in." And he was like, "Oh man, that would have been cool if you spoke Chinese." I'm like, "Yes, Johnny. Yes, it would have." And I was like, "But they spoke it." Like one time, I look at Sam again. Remember that one time my mom was mad at me when she was dropping me off for school, and like I opened the car door and she was just like shouting in Mandarin, and Sam was like, looked at me for another 3 seconds and was like, "Yep." And then he was like, "Did they ever make you like authentic like dishes?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, dude, I love my mom's bok choy." Wait, I think it helped that Johnny was stupid too, because as you probably know, bok choy is just a vegetable.
Yeah. It is just a vegetable.
And he's like, "Dude, do you have a picture?" And like, split second, I just went, "Yep." And I opened my phone, and I went to Google, and I Googled older Asian couple on a beach. And I clicked on it, so the rest of the screen was black. I just showed the photo.
Yeah.
And I showed him, went, "Here they are." He's like, "Oh, they look so nice." It's like, "Yep."
I'm glad you didn't ask for one with you in
I
it.
know.
Does he still believe that your parents are Asian?
I'm getting to that.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, "Yep, those are my parents." He's like, "Wow, dude, you must have had a really like interesting life." I'm like, "Yeah, Dan. Yeah, man, interesting life." And then like 6 months later, we're like driving down the road. I think we're going on like a trip to another city or something, and we're in passenger seat. Johnny's driving. We're just sitting there. It's all quiet. And I turn to John and I go, "Hey, Johnny." He goes, "Yeah, my parents aren't Asian." He was like, "What?" I was like, "I made all that up on the spot." He was like, "Aw."
You should have just let him live in disbelief.
Dude, I imagine what life would be like if he still believed. I don't talk to him anymore, so I don't know.
Just this memory of an adopted white child
Yep,
with Asian parents.
absolutely.
Not to interrupt you on your two stupid things you have, but I have something similar
Okay.
that I'll fill in here. And I was going to end the show with this,
Okay.
but I feel like it fits better here.
Yeah. I think the one I'm going to end the show with is actually like peak. It's the best story I have.
Okay. So for Haley, how long had we been dating when we went and played laser tag? Yeah. I think about a year. So for about 7 years, I was a part of an elaborate lie that I was colorblind.
Oh. Okay.
I didn't start this lie. I want to make that clear. I was at youth group when I was 16. I was at youth group. And a friend of mine told the grade below us, the men's grade below us, because we were, at the time, how the youth group worked is the grade, at least for the men. I don't know about the women, but for the men, the grade above you mentored the grade below.
Mm.
And that way we didn't have to have student leaders or anything like that. We just, like for me, we had the juniors mentoring the sophomores, the seniors mentoring the juniors, and then the seniors just were left alone, basically.
Yeah.
And a friend of mine in my grade told the underclassmen, "Oh, guys, Seth's colorblind." And they said, "Oh, what kind of colorblindness do you have? Like, do red and blues not show up?" And he went, "No, it's a very it's a very special kind of colorblindness where the whole color wheel's flipped."
Okay.
And they believed it. And so I held on to that for a while. And I never directly lied besides not telling them that it wasn't true. This friend who stayed with me the whole time through youth group, which was rare, came up with all of the stories. That one day in first grade, I showed up in orange pants and a blue t-shirt.
Nice.
And because blue and orange are the opposite of each other on the color wheel, and
Sure.
I didn't know, and my mom didn't stop me for whatever reason. A stay-at-home mom didn't stop me, but whatever. And how this lie stopped, Adam, was we were at laser tag. Haley and I were at the college, and we ran into a few of the underclassmen that were the grade below me that were told the lie that I was colorblind. And they went, "Well, Seth, how are you going to know which team you're on because you're colorblind?" And Haley went, "You're colorblind?" And then I had to explain to them that, no, I'm not colorblind.
Great.
I've been lying. Me and Evan have been lying to you for 7 years.
Oh my goodness. That's great.
And I'm pretty sure there's some people who I haven't run into that still believe I'm colorblind.
Nice.
Yeah. So, like, you know who I know for a fact? I'm going to mute my mic when I say the name. Know for a fact they still think I'm colorblind? Levi Vanderpool.
That's funny.
But yeah, so that's my colorblind story.
Awesome.
Yeah, so for basically my whole run through high school, I had these underclassmen that I went to school with, and they believed I was colorblind.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
All right, Seth.
Yeah,
Here is the best story that I have.
perfect. I'm ready.
All right, this is the story of John. So, I was 19 or 20,
Yeah.
still living in the town that I grew up in, working some factory job, right?
Mhm.
And the way that this job like worked is like you got hired on by a temp agency, and then you eventually, if you did good enough, you got rolled over
Yeah.
to like actual employee for the company it was at,
Mm.
right? And so I was sitting there doing my job one day, and this guy walked up to me, and this guy's name was John, and John was like a big guy, right? Tall, like not like heavy, super heavy set, but big guy, like over 6 feet, like kind of biker looking guy, shaved head, like whatever. And he walked up to me, and he was like, "Hey man, like, do you want to go get a beer after work?" And I was like, "I'm 19." And he was like, "Well, like just a sandwich and a soda or whatever, just like hang out after work a little bit." And I was like, I don't know. I kind of want to go home and play video games because, again, I'm just some punk kid.
Yeah.
He's like, "Dude, come be social for once." And I was like, "All right, fine."
Can I
So-
ask a question
sure.
of your idea of what was happening? Do you think at the time did you think there were going to be other coworkers?
At that time,
Yeah.
no.
Okay.
I thought he was just like, this like cool casual thing. Go get something after work.
Okay.
I was just like, sure, whatever. Fine, like I'll humor you. And he's like, even like, I'll buy you the sandwich. And I was like, okay, sure, whatever, free food. Even though I still live with my parents and got free food anyways. So like yeah, and we went to the bowling alley, and he bought me a sandwich, and that was that. We talked about work, whatever. And then like afterwards, I remember we were like standing in the parking lot, and he was like smoking a cigarette, and he went, "We should do this again." And I was like, kind of like, that's a weird way to phrase it, I think. But I was like, yeah, sure, whatever, you know. And like we did. Like a couple weeks later, like he was like, "Do you want to go get like some food again?" And I was like, sure, you know. I had to pay for it this time.
Yeah.
but
I know where this story goes, but during these two interactions, did you have a good time?
it was fine.
Yeah, it was just
Like it was just whatever.
yeah. Okay.
It was like I was going to get a sandwich with a coworker.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fine. And that second time was fine too. And then a couple weeks later, he was like, "Hey, it's my birthday this weekend, and the pizza place in Ephrata does this cool thing where like they have booths in the theater, and they bring you like the pizza to your booth, and like this whole thing, and like I think it was like the first Venom movie, right?"
Yeah.
And like he invited me to that, and like that time in my head, I was thinking like, "Huh, cool. I wonder who else is coming." Seth, no one else is coming. And so this guy comes and picks me up from my parents' house, and we drive to Ephrata together, and we watch this movie in the booth. They bring us our pizzas. Pizzas are good, and like nice time. And
How far away is Ephrata? from
Ephrata,
where-
I think, is like 15 to 30 minutes from Moses Lake.
Okay. It's not
wasn't-
that bad
It
of a
was
drive.
terrible. I look back at it now. If he, I always think like if he was a different kind of person, it would have been bad.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so it was fine. We were done, and then we get back in the car, and we're driving back to Moses Lake, and we're like halfway back to Moses Lake, and John like kind of like turns to me and goes, "So do you wanna come to my place for a nightcap?" And Seth, I had no idea what a nightcap was. I had no idea, and I did not ask. I just said, "No, I want to go home." And when I said like I want to go home, it was like I could see it in his eyes that he got like visibly upset, and I was like, that's weird. A grown adult getting upset because I don't want to hang out more, like whatever. Like what's his problem? You know what I mean? And so he gets back to my house. I'm like, all right, bye, happy birthday, and I left. And not soon after that, he got laid off because they did that sometimes. They do layoffs, and he got laid off, and I didn't see him again. But then it was a while after he got laid off, like a few months later. I was just in the materials department doing my job, and someone from another department that I knew came in and like walked up to me and was talking to me just casually, and I go, oh, whatever, yada yada, yap yap yap.
Mm-hmm.
And then out of nowhere he goes, hey, by the way, I've been meaning to ask because I was just so curious, whatever happened to Gay John? And I went, what John? He went, yeah, Gay John, the big tall guy. He's like known for being super gay. And like when he said that, just a flood of memories poured into my mind. Like the first date, like, come get a drink with me. And like, we should do this more often. You know. Do you want to get a night? I went and asked him what a nightcap was, which even further confirmed my theory. And like, it dawned on me in that moment. I was like, I went on 3 dates with a guy, and I had no idea. It literally all went over my head. And not only that, but the guy that I went on dates with was generally in a consensus of coworkers and people around town known as Gay John. This guy was so gay, they called him Gay John, and I had no idea.
Oh, man.
And so, yeah, whenever I'm in like a group of dudes and we're just having dude talk, and one of the dudes goes, what's the gayest thing you've ever done? One other guy would be like, oh, I was in sports, so like the locker room, saw a lot of stuff. Another guy was like, I had a sleepover, I like slept in the same bed as a guy. I have to go, I went on 3 consensual dates with a man. The only saving grace is that I was too stupid to know that they were dates.
I don't know what conversations you're getting into. I've never been asked that. Of like, what's the gayest thing you've ever done? I have an answer. I don't want to share it in the podcast.
Don't. But like, yeah, just like with, if you ever hang out with like the dudes.
Yeah, I've never had that question be asked.
Oh, different life experiences, I guess. Anyways, you know, we've been talking a lot about stupid stuff on this podcast.
Yeah.
But you know what's not stupid?
What's that?
Jesus. Give your life to him. Praise the Lord.
Amen.
Hallelujah.
Don't be gay.
Don't. Don't be accidentally gay like me, guys.
Don't pretend you're colorblind like me, guys. Don't eat soap.
Don't. That's the biggest lesson today. Forget everything else if not for this. Don't eat soap. If you rub soap together, it's not going to taste any better.
Thank you for listening. My name's Seth.
My name's Adam. For everything Steering Hot Wheels, follow us on Instagram at SteeringHWPod, or listen to us on YouTube at Hometown Productions.
Or Spotify.
Or Spotify, yeah. Whatever listening platform you want, except for Apple Music, because they won't respond to us.
They still won't approve us.
All right. Tune in next time when we have a pastor on the show, and we have to explain this entire episode.
Thank you for listening. Love you.
For
Bye.
listening.